Welcome, and yes, I can absolutely do more. On this episode of Getting the Photo, we are breaking down the behind the scenes of this beautiful landscape from Capri. I would also like to point out that my mug today matches the landscape. But anyways, this is one of my all-time favorite landscape photos. I took it years ago, and it looks like it was taken by a drone, but it's actually not. I was standing on the edge of the cliffside looking down. I have a beautiful video that I might just overlay here that was like a panoramic view of the whole cliffside. But I loved the movement in the water, and I love the different variations of the colors of the sea. You see some of that like really, really deep navy blue, then a little bit more of that like marine in here. And I love that variation and the little splotches that it makes. I just think that's such a pretty view of the sea. And this is another landscape that I did very minimal editing on. All of the colors were so vibrant already, and I loved the greens and the blues, like I said, but then also just like the stark white of the waves. All of that came together, and it just didn't really need a lot. I just thought this was a perfect photo pretty much straight out of camera. So with this photo, I had taken a chair lift up to the top of the cliff, and there was this beautiful overlook. And it was honestly one of my favorite things that I did when I was on the island. I just absolutely loved the views. The whole way up were gorgeous. I have a bunch of other pictures from it too. And by the time we got to the top, there was just so much to see, and like 360-degree views. Everything was absolutely beautiful. I have so many different photos that I absolutely love from this specific chairlift. I'm gonna see if I can go back and find it and then put it in the caption, because it's incredible and I couldn't recommend it enough. And it's also very easily accessible if you were traveling with a group or traveling with somebody who can't do like a lot of hiking to get these incredible views or anything like that. Overall, I just think this is one of those photos that takes me right back into the moment, and I feel like I'm standing on that lift again. I can feel the wind in my hair, and just watching like the birds, you can see one in the corner there, and the boats and all of it. And I think that like on any given day, this would look differently. The colors would look very differently based off of the lighting and, you know, how many boats are down there, the time of day that you go. So I think getting a moment like this and feeling like you're transported back into it is the magic of photography. It's why I love it so much. And that's always my goal with these photos. Stay tuned for more behind the scenes of Getting the Photo with landscapes and with some of my couples photos as well.